Last time on Digimon Story Time Stranger, we failed to stop another Shinjuku Inferno, and in the process we lost Inori and Aigyomon, and we also lost our operator, so I have no idea how I'm supposed to know that my adoptive father was swallowed by an anomaly. And now back to the mission. Hello and welcome to the channel. We're back with some more Digimon Time Stranger, which is leave me alone. So as I was saying, last episode we came to the Dark Crevasse and met with Plutomon. Except it wasn't Plutomon, it was zombie Plutomon. He seemed to be possessed by something, and in the 2 minutes I took between episodes, I thought about what it could be. In the other timeline, we saw a bunch of Inframon and Kurisarimon. So if it's not the weird version of that Entylomon evolution that I always forget the name of, it could be Diaboromon. Although I've never known them to be the possession type, but it's not like I know a lot about its lore. It could be that Plutomon died and before he dissolved into data, Diaboromon did something to his body, but it's probably more likely the Entylomon evolution. Don't you think you're being reckless? It's okay to take a break, you know. That's rich coming from you. But thanks, that's very nice of you. Not really. I just don't want to get into a fix if my partner collapses. Tsundere Skullgreymon. Hi, Cerberusmon. For a second I thought you were mine. Are you the flunky of that envoy from before? What envoy? If so, I'll gladly welcome you as a guest. But if not, get lost. We're in the middle of some important talks here. Someone came in under the guise of peace talks, huh? We better get to Plutomon. And I'm also gonna need to adjust my team. Jeez. Are you guys weak to fire? You are. Okay. This is gonna do some pretty good damage then. Light break. It is really surprising how useful that is. If I have to fight more than one of you, Chronomon's gonna be helpful. Savage Emperor! For some reason I thought this was a light attack. Maybe because it looks like that. It might have also been one in Cyber Sleuth. Oh, your attack is surprisingly high. You could probably be a mixed attacker. Jeez. She just slapped that guy and deleted him. Celestial Arrow. Oh. Wait a minute. Let's take a look over here. Actually, nothing. Okay, Geckomon, are you around? I need your help to create a better future! Ah, Glurp! Oh. Okay, for a second I thought it was just a visual glitch. Put a sock in it, I've gotta see Plutomon. You'll listen to my cheesy lines and you'll like it. No, I won't, Glurp. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm betting on. Celestial Arrow. KO. It's a long story, just watch last episode. I want to see Plutomon. Oh no, did I not go back far enough? Hopefully I can just say the same lines as before. Okay, good. I wish for the world to be showered with love. We're just gonna go straight to Plutomon. The world is more beautiful than you think. Ooh, is that my Otismon? I'll stop and fight you. Heat Wave! Guys are too slow to get any turns in. I don't know why, but his portrait is giving me Joey Chin vibes. Heat wave? Celestial arrow? Good damage. Night raid. Feel like they could have had more bats there. Spike buster. Treasure. Deadly attachment. I'd like to be the umbrella that shields you from the rain. This dude's gonna eventually vomit on my shoes. I better make sure I stand behind him. What was that? Oh, my Otismon. He was just floating menacingly toward me. No good deed goes unrewarded. Treasure. X-heal. I never want to see anyone cry. Ooh, Piedmon. Let's see what you're weak to. Nano Machine Break. Holy Light. Okay, not weak to light. Burst Flame. Want to see his weaknesses. Crush Blade. Sonic Shot. They resist wind. That did a lot of damage. Celestial Arrow. Good job. All you need is love. Treasure. Oh, Chronomon. From above. I can't aim. Spell boost. How long does the boost last? 3 turns. That's pretty good. I should consider using the boost moves. Multi-recovery DX. Everyone's happiness is my happiness. Here we are. Back at the castle. Hey look, the guards are alive. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it! Take us over. Ugh, that wasn't just cringe, it was outdated cringe. Expired cringe, if you will, Glurp. Yeah, even I felt that one. We're probably prepared for a boss fight. Now let's see who's been influencing him after I heal up. In we go. Completely unannounced. Him! Figures.
Plutomon, ここまでよくやった。我の操り人形として。
Okay, that's very upfront. Might have been too late. Well, there goes his soul.
お前の役目はここで終わり。まだ息があるか。ならばまだ利用価値はある。この時の薬で生きた屍として永遠にさまようといい。
Chrono Elixir. I won't let you. An agent. It's not as good as it could be.
そうか。お前はメルクリモンと関係があると言っていたな。今から私が言うことを伝えてくれ。これはデジタルワールドの存亡に関わることだ。
Are you gonna be okay?
操られている間に全てを知ってしまった。いや、世界の断りに触れたというべきか。この争いは仕組まれたものだ。闇に落ちた英雄の手によって。
Oh. Please don't die.
英雄クロノモンはイリアスの才能に記録されたアカシックレコードを読み解く時の力を持っていた。
Okay.
時の力は支配的で絶対的な存在としてイリアスに君臨していた。しかしある時クロノモンはアカシックレコードに刻まれていた記録の断片から世界の断りを知ってしまう。この世界にはさらなる高次元の上位存在がいるらしい。全てを生み出した創造主のような何か。その痕跡がアカシックレコードに刻まれていたらしい。その事実はクロノモンを絶望させた。あらゆる事象があらかじめ定められた予定調和であり、全てが上位存在に作られた歯車のように思えたからだ。繋がれた運命の鎖から解き放たれるため、イリアスの戦士タイタン族を率いて上位存在へと戦いを挑む。
Oh.
しかし上位存在の力は圧倒的で、クロノモンはなすすべなく時を司る装置アカシックレコードのコアへ封じられてしまう。タイタン族も反逆の凶暴という罪をかぶり、悪しき存在としてイリアスの仮想へと追いやられてしまったのだ。
Including you?
私は知らなかった。伝承が偽りだらけだということを。
But now you do know.
英雄に敗れた歴史を恨むばかりだった。なぜタイタン族だけが惨めな思いをせねばならないのかと。気脈の支配は辺境の地に追いやられたタイタン族の悲願だった。そうした私の憎悪に奴が入り込んできた。クロノモンの怨念だ。
Okay, so that Digimon must be a remnant of Chronomon.
全て仕組まれていたのだ。英雄を偽った反逆者の怨念によって。このことを早く伝えてくれ。
I'd like to ensure your health first. And it seems that's just what I'm gonna do. And that's the whole story.
だと？プルートモンは操られていた。
Indeed.
わかった。急いで治療できるものを派遣しよう。
プルート
ヴィーナスマン
治療を施しました。どうなるかと思ったけれど、息を吹き返してくれました。
Good. He seems like a reasonable leader now. Having someone else take control could have been very risky.
ひとまずよかった。命を救わねば真相が闇に葬られるところだったからだ。
Well, that too, I suppose. So what's our next move?
命を助けたプルートモンからイリアスの過去と隠された歴史
I
の
love that
真実を打
pose.
ち明けられます。太古の昔、神に弓引く戦いを起こした偽りの英雄クロノモンの怨念こそが世界を狂わす元凶であることを知らされたのです。クロノモンの邪悪な意志が一部のタイタン族を影から操り、イリアスを混乱に陥り、世界を闇の中へと突き落とそうとしたのです。 真実を知った者たちはクロノモンを止めることができるでしょうか。今起きている断りの危機は世界の上位者へ弓引く反逆者が起こしたもの。
You mean the higher being that's just in the other room nearby?
断りの破壊者であるクロノモンが生み出した卵は黒いさなぎとなり悪魔へ羽化しようとしている。そう、闇に落ちた悪魔を生むために全て仕組まれていたの。この戦争も世界の不条理を養分として与えるため。
I wonder if that fist that punches the robot is from Chronomon. Like he's causing that big explosion on purpose in order to ensure his own existence, because that's what causes Aigiyomon to fall into darkness.
その証拠に例の黒い影が絶望を取り込み続けている。誰かが手を差し伸べなければならない。
Hold on, this almost sounds like Kamen Rider Zeo. Well, minus the ensure their own existence part. Oma Zeo didn't really need to do that, I think. I haven't watched Kamen Rider Zeo yet, so I'm not sure.
私にできるのは助言だけ。上位者は世界の自立を望んでいるから。
Okay. Digimon completed their training. Historical truths. Get the truth from Plutomon. I didn't get their statue. So either they're not part of this, or we haven't saved them yet. There's still 7 more then. I don't know who they could be. Report to Marukimon. I would like a big chunk of anomaly points if you don't mind. That would be a very nice gift, oh great village leader.
プルートモンから話を聞かせてもらった。全てを信じることはできないが、全てを嘘だと決めつけることも難しい。
If even part of that is true, it's very concerning.
確かなことは、今現在もタイタン族は破壊活動を行っていること、そしてそれを指揮しているのはプルートモンではない。
Gotcha.
こちらが掴んだ情報によれば、タイタン族の黒幕は人間世界で何かを狙っているのかもしれない。
What would that be at this point? It's going to trigger the Shinjuku Inferno.
話を聞いてもまるで想像できない。どれだけの人間とデジモンが明日を失うのか。おそらくお前が見てきたという悲惨な未来を繰り返そうとしている。
Very soon.
復興中のここを離れるわけにはいかない。隙を見せたらタイタン族に襲われる可能性もある。
We should probably help Plutomon retake control.
お前は早くあちらの世界に戻るといい。迫り来る危機についてシモンズ博士あたりに相談するといいだろう。
Guess it's time to do something over there. 120 anomaly points. No cure for stupidity. I've got something to tell you. Come see me in Rebellion Village. We've got some more important things to do right now, though, because we have 335 anomaly points, which means we can get evolutions. Oh, I never got you to Tolerant. Okay, Brave Blow. Brave Digimon ignore 3% of target's defense for each agent rank. That's very good. Level 3 attack boost. Boost damage dealt by extra strikes. Intelligence boost. Another boost to extra strikes. And then a boost to intelligence. We reached agent rank 7. On this branch, let's get some more defense. Okay, it's finally time. Oh geez. There's so many. Alright, Hippogryphomon to Griffinmon. Supersonic Voice. Performs wind physical attack at 32 power, 3 hits. Increased damage to targets with bird trait. Angelomon. I can actually check what one of these is. Let's go with this one. Magnadramon. Fire Tornado. Light magic attack at 90 power. Reduces light resistance and increased damage to targets with evil trait. Oh, and I can also check what this is. You. Junomon. You have 2 moves. Needle Hive is a dark attack. Dark physical attack at 30 power, 3 hits. 100% chance to apply deadly poison. And increased damage to targets with pixie trait. And you're a virus type. Interesting. Graceful Lance activates physical counter. Upon receiving a physical attack, counters against all enemies with a dark physical attack at 105 power, and increased damage to targets with unknown trait. That's pretty good. Oh, you also seem to have a form change. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. Chronomon HM. Welcome Demise. Dark physical attack at 18 power and 6 hits. Increased damage to targets with Angel trait. Chain Lash. Dark physical attack at 100 power. If target is affected by stat changes, increase damage. And also increase damage to targets with Humanoid trait. Since I have unlocked her, I should read the lore for Chronomon. Another form awakened from the depths of Junomon's heart, one that is evil. Unceasing opposition to its beloved Jupitermon steals away the time the two of them spend together, causing Junomon to be consumed by envy. So she goes into a jealous rage, huh? I wonder who Jupitermon is. I haven't seen them yet. I've gotta toss Angelomon in the farm. Tolerant, it's just 1 up. She might be done training by the time I'm finished with my evolutions. 2 of these should work. That might have been too much, but I can get this now, and if my guess is correct, this should be... Boncho Stingmon! Hell yeah! You've got 2 moves. Bloody Finish, Steel Physical Attack at 90 power, 20% crit rate. Jeez. Increased damage to targets with Insectoid trait. Depth Charge Sky. Fire Physical Attack at 70 power, hits all enemies. 20% crit rate. Increased damage to targets with Insectoid trait. Seems pretty good. Triceramon, I guess we'll go with Breakdramon. Two steel moves. Destroyed Rush. Steel Physical Attack, 30 power, 3 hits. 15% crit rate. Increased damage to targets with Mineral trait. Infinity Bowling. Steel Physical Attack, 18 power, 5 hits. If target's HP is 50% or higher, increased damage. And increased damage to targets with Mineral trait. Let's see what this is. I should be able to get this pretty easily. Chaos Shaman. No. Yeah, Chaos Shaman. Hyper Infinity Cannon. Hits all enemies, electric physical attack at 70 power. Increased damage to targets with machine trait. And now to the box. You're nowhere near the attack requirements for these two, so we're gonna have to go with this. Metal Siegramon. River of Power. It's a light attack. Light magic attack at 95 power. Increased damage to targets with fish trait. And now you're a data type. Oh, Pyodramon. This should be Imperial Dramon. Yes! He looks so cool. You have 3 moves. Okay, 2 of them are the same. It's just that one changes your mode. Mega Death. Hits all enemies. Dark magic attack at 80 power. Increased damage to targets with Ancient trait. Let's check your other form. Imperial Dramon, Fighter Mode, I think. Positron Laser, Light Physical Attack at 95 power, increased damage to targets with Unknown trait. Giga Death, Light Physical Attack at 80 power, hits all enemies, increased damage to targets with Unknown trait. Oh, so I have one for a single enemy and one for every enemy. Very cool. I don't imagine I will be using anything other than Dragon Mode, though. Yeah, there's only one thing I want for you. Plutomon. Hell's Gate. Dark Physical Attack at 90 power. Reduces defense by 20%. Increased damage to targets with Holy trait. Haggard Cluster. Hits all enemies. Dark Physical Attack at 55 power. 20% chance to apply Crystallization. Increased damage to targets with Evil trait. Ooh, is this an evolution or a mode change? We'll check it out regardless. Zombie Plutomon. Ugh. Poor guy looks awful. Hell Slicer, targets all enemies, dark physical attack at 70 power. Nullifies unfavorable compatibility, 50% chance to apply chaos. Increased damage to targets with Holy trait. Marionette Abomination, dark physical attack at 100 power. Increased damage to targets with Holy trait. Are your stats better in this form? They're pretty much the same. I think I prefer regular Plutomon. The defense reduction is really good. Having that on an attack is better than having it as a dedicated move. Cyberdramon. Justimon. Justice Kick. That's gotta be a Rider Kick. Null physical attack at 105 power. Increased damage to targets with Humanoid trait. Trinity Arm. Whoa. Target one enemy. Performs physical attack of random power, element, and effect. Oh, wait a minute. I get what this is referencing. Rider Man, right? Steel, increased damage to target with Mineral trait, and nullifies unfavorable compatibility. Null, increased damage to targets with Weapon trait, 20% crit rate. Electricity, increased damage to target with Amphibian trait. Doru Greymon. What's this? Oh! Alphamon. Wow, Blade of the Dragon King. Light physical attack at 90 power, acts first next round. Increased damage to target with nitrate. Yeah, he's the one who's gotta keep the Royal Knights in check. Soul Digitalization. Targets all enemies. Null magic attack at 55 power. If target has yet to act, 25% crit rate. Increased damage to target with unknown trait. Andromon. Let's see what this is. That guy. Plutomon, Tomahawk Stinger, Steel physical attack at 130 power, 70% accuracy, increased damage to target with antibody trait. This is probably Black Metal Garurumon. I don't know what this could be. Oh. Pile Volcanomon. Volcanic Driver, fire physical attack at 90 power. The lower the user's HP, the greater the damage. Increased damage to targets with humanoid trait. Diamond Fist. Earth physical attack at 90 power. Reduces defense by 20% for 3 turns. And increased damage to targets with steel trait. Since you're level 1 anyways, let's go back to this. Get rid of that silhouette. Black Garurumon looks pretty cool. I like it better than Were Garurumon. Freeze Fang, ice physical attack at 70 power. Black War Greymon, please. My boy! He looks so good. Dark Terror Force, dark physical attack at 95 power, increased damage to targets with Holy Trait. Black Tornado, null physical attack 30 power, 3 hits, 15% crit rate. Increased damage to targets with Dragon Trait, of course, because of the Draymond Destroyer claws. And those claws are huge. Let's see what this could be. Mamemon Digivolve 2. Oh, that guy. Pukumon, Needle Squall, hits all enemies. Steel physical attack, 30 power, 2 hits. Increased damage to targets with Fish Trait. I've got 2 options here. Let's go with, this one. Sharp, Durandamon, like Durandal, I guess. Zweiglanz, Steel physical attack at 90 power, 20% crit rate. Increased damage to targets with nitrate. Thorn Messer, hits all enemies. Steel physical attack, 15 power, 4 hits. Increased damage to targets with nitrate. Oh, let's de-digivolve to Grademon. See what you can turn into. Crossblade, Steel physical attack at 80 power, acts first next round. You can also turn into Alphamon, Hisiarumon. Let's go with this one. I really like the look of this one. Oriumon. Oh, he has the writing here. Aisei Ryuojin. Electric physical attack at 90 power. Nullifies unfavorable compatibility. 10% crit rate. That's pretty minuscule. Increased damage to targets with Dragon Trait. Golden Armor. Hits all enemies. Steel physical attack at 60 power. Increased damage to targets with Mollusk Trait. Interesting. You can actually fuse. With Alphamon. Huh. Okay. Wait a minute. I didn't look at Alphamon, did I? Yeah, you can fuse. I didn't know you had a fusion. Somehow I just missed the writing there. If that was there before. Super Starmon. Ooh. I was curious about you. Goldramon. God Flame. Hits all enemies. Light magic attack at 55 power. If target is KO, recovers user's HP and SP by 20%. Increased damage to targets with Spirit Trait. Volcanomon. Bonjoliomon. Ooh. Yeah, let's get that. Bonjoliomon is so cool. Flashy Boss Punch. Light physical attack at 90 power. The lower the user's HP, the greater the damage. Why would they put that effect on a Leomon? Increased damage to targets with antibody trait. Lion Slash. Ooh. Fire physical attack at 90 power. If target's generation is greater than the user's, increased damage. Wait a minute. That's not going to apply to a lot of targets. Increased damage to targets with humanoid trait. Tiger Vespamon. Mox Stinger V. Electric physical attack, 15 power, 6 hits, 10% crit rate, increased damage to targets with Insectoid trait. Ebamon. Brain Rupture. Steals all stat changes. Planet Destroyer. Electric magic attack at 90 power. The greater the user's stat buffs, the greater the damage. Increased damage to targets with Alien trait. That seems really good. You could be a very dangerous Digimon. I could be choosing between Gundramon and Machine Dramon here. Ooh, I don't know who's who. Hang on. You have that silhouette. You have a different one. I feel like this might be Machine Dramon. Let's try this. Ooh. Wow. Megidramon, Megiddo Flame, fire physical attack 55 power. If target is KO'd, 100% chance to boost attack by 20% for 3 turns. Increase damage to targets with immortal trait. It's also AoE. Hell Howling, null physical attack at 80 power, 70% chance to reduce intelligence, 70% chance to apply crystallization, and increase damage to targets with unknown trait. I really feel like this is Machine Dramon. You can actually hit these requirements very easily, so let's check this. Whoa! Rust Tyrannomon, Terra's Cluster, electric physical attack at 90 power, 25% chance to apply immobilization, and increased damage to targets with antibody trait. Rust Breath, reduces all enemies' defense by 30%. Shoot, that's pretty good. Okay, Gigadramon, this has to be Gundramon. Yes! Wow, he looks good. So shiny. And you have 2 attacks, one of which is very expensive. Steel physical attack, 35 power, 4 hits. The lower the user's SP, the lower the damage. Consumes all SP. Oh, and immobilize next turn. Increase damage to targets with machine trait. Der Blitz, steel physical attack at 90 power, 15% crit rate. Increase damage to targets with antibody trait. So many anti-antibodies. We're just gonna de-digivolve you right away, so let's check this. And that's Lilithmon. Phantom Pain, dark magic attack at 55 power, hits all enemies, 100% chance to apply deadly poison and injury, or deadly poison or injury, not clear, increased damage to deities. Parrotmon, let's see what you turn into. It's you! Phoenixmon. Oh wait, no, that's not the one I was thinking of. Starlight Explosion. Hits all enemies, light magic attack at 70 power. Increased damage to targets with spirit trait. Oh, you have a fusion. I need to find a Craniumon. Gargamon, let's turn you into this. There's your usual evolution. Rapidmon, Golden Triangle, electric magic attack at 80 power, 50% chance to apply injury, increased damage to targets with machine trait. Tankmon can turn into this. Tankdramon? Yep, Striver Cannon. Fire physical attack at 125 power, immobilize next turn, increase damage to humanoids. You can evolve again right away! Into this, which is also new. Ooh. Darkdramon. Can you fuse too? Oh wait, you fuse with Justamon, don't you? You can probably tell that this is when my brain started to get overworked. Dark Roar, dark physical attack at 90 power, 90% accurate, 25% crit rate, increased damage to aliens. Gigastick Lance, null physical attack at 105 power, nullifies unfavorable compatibility, and increased damage to immortals. No, you fuse with Bancho Leomon. You already have the right personality. You can fuse with 2 things. Varodurumon. I know what that is. Oh, you don't have any other forms. I know it has a different form, but it must be a different Digimon altogether, like how the Greymons are different. Speaking of Greymons, Rise Greymon. You can hit these requirements easily. Let's check the other one. That's Shine Greymon. Geo Grey Sword, Earth physical attack at 90 power, boosts attack by 20% and increased damage to targets with pixie trait. Glorious Burst, hits all enemies, light physical attack at 60 power, increased damage to evil targets. We need rank 8 for burst mode. Let's hop back and check the other thing. If I can. Yep. What is this? Ooh! Magna Kidmon, Happy Bullet Showering, Steel physical attack 30 power 3 hits. If target's HP is 50% or less, increased damage. Probably good for boss fights. And increased damage to weapons. Bind Red Trigger, Wind physical attack 23 power 4 hits. Nullifies unfavorable compatibility. And increased damage to weapons. Taomon. The purple one. Kazuhamon, Kaizokai Mandala. Hits all enemies, dark magic attack at 55 power, removes stat debuffs. You mean to us? Or to yourself? Increased damage to immortals. Illuminator, dark magic attack at 90 power, 25% crit rate. Increased damage to vegetation. Oh, Matadormon isn't mega level. Interesting. I'm curious what you can turn into. Earth-Shattering Stomp, dark physical attack at 25 power 3 hits, recovers 20% of damage dealt, and increased damage to humanoids. X-Tyrannomon. Let's see what this is. Oh, there you are! Belphemon, Eternal Nightmare, hits all enemies, magic attack at 55 power, 30% chance to apply Deep Slumber, increased damage to immortals. Lampranthus, both of your moves hit all enemies. Dark magic attack at 55 power, reduces speed by 10%, and increased damage to unknowns. You're gonna need rank 8 to get your other form. I can de-digivolve you to Astamon. Mad Dog Fire. Wait, is that right? Dark physical attack, 25 power, 3 hits, always hits. Kurisarimon to Infamon. I really like this one. Spider Shooter. Dark physical attack, 23 power, 4 hits, increased damage to unknowns. You've got a lot of options, one of which is rank 8. You can turn into Bacchusmon or Titamon. I thought you could turn into Belphemon, which is what I was aiming for with you. Well, we might as well make you Titamon. Another one of my favorites, he's so sick! Soul Core attack, Earth physical attack at 90 power, nullifies unfavorable compatibility, and increased damage to humanoids. Phantom Blade, Earth physical attack at 90 power, 50% chance to apply injury, increased damage to humanoids. I guess Phantom Blade is more SP efficient, which is kind of necessary. Look at his SP. If I get a Sculpalukimon, I can fuse them. We can evolve to Skull Mammothmon, and then de-digivolve. Spiral Bone, hits all enemies, no physical attack at 70 power, increased damage to dinosaurs. I need to find Craniumon. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Skullmarimon, let's evolve you into this. Oh! A Dark Magna Kidmon? Avenge Kidmon. Destruction Trigger. Steel physical attack at 35 power, 3 hits. Nullifies unfavorable compatibility. Receives 20% damage from recoil. And increased damage to weapons. Misery Bullet Rain. Dark physical attack, 18 power, 5 hits. If target is already acted, increased damage. Pretty good. That's active for most of the fight. And increased damage to weapons. I like that one. We can de-digivolve Skull Greymon to Greymon, who I haven't made yet. Mega Flame, hits all enemies, fire physical attack at 40 power. Mummymon, I have 2 options here. Let's go with this one. Oh. Hi, Andromon. Not the biggest fan of this one. Atomic Ray, electric physical attack at 95 power, increased damage to machines. No thanks. We're gonna de-digivolve you back. Chromon, I want you to be this. There he is. Faroduramon. I just completely forgot your name, didn't I? Aurora Undulation. Hits all enemies. Light magic attack at 55 power. Always hits and removes stat buffs. Increased damage to evil targets. Purge Sign. Applies status abnormality immunity. And removes status abnormalities. Okay, you can fuse with Bonchaleomon. You already have the personality for it. Great Grizzlymon. We might as well make Callusmon. It's not gonna hit the intelligence requirements. Callusmon. You're a lot more purple than I remember. Rodeo Bullet, hits all enemies, steel physical attack at 80 power. Deep Forest, hits a single target, steel physical attack at 95 power. It's just really strong. And very weak to fire. But if I use character reversal, it becomes immune to fire. Cherrymon, I want you to be this. I'm not sure we're gonna get there. Let's make Puppetmon. Puppet Pummel. Fire physical attack at 90 power. Nullifies unfavorable compatibility. And increased damage to vegetation. We can send them back to this. Don't know what this could be. Xiaojinmon. Oh wow, that's a long name. Koyojo Hydro Descent. Hits all enemies, water magic attack at 50 power. Increased damage to fire traits. I guess we'll make you Prince Mamemon. Smile Warhead. Null physical attack at 95 power, 20% chance to apply confusion, increased damage to targets with steel trait. So there's only one option left for you. Ooh! Slayer Dramon. Jeez, you have 3 moves. Tenryu Slash, fire physical attack at 90 power. If target is yet to act, 25% crit rate. Increased damage to dragons. Shoryu Slash, hits all enemies. Fire physical attack at 55 power. If target has already acted, increased damage. Also increased damage to dragons. Koryu Slash, probably the one I would use the most. Fire physical attack 85 power. 100% chance to reduce defense by 20%. And increased damage to dragons. You fuse with Break Dramon. I know what that is. Ugh, my brain is a little fried at the moment. I've been playing for so long. Oh, it's this. Wow, so you can fuse, huh? You just need to be reckless. You're at max level, digivolve. Let's go down this path. I can go with Myotismon or whatever this is. Sheesh. So much to do. We'll digivolve you to Gargimon. Destruction Grenade. Fire physical attack, 65 power, always hits. Let's turn you into Tyrant Kabuterimon. That's so cool! I think the coloring is a little different from the one we fought. Maybe it was just the lighting that made it look different. Shine of B. Hits all enemies. Fire physical attack at 110 power. Immobilize next turn. Increase damage to insectoids. B Cyclone. Targets all allies. 20% reduction to physical and magic damage taken for 2 turns. And also boosts resistance to steel. Wow, that's pretty sick. I should have him as a stat buffer. He's practically made for it. I think it's funny that friendly is what you need for Chimeramon. Ugh, okay. That was so much. You're tolerant. Perfect. Now to finish this off, Lady Devimon, because Enlighten is probably a better personality for it. Fuse with Anguimon. DNA Digivolve. Now kiss! Mastamon. You have so many wings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each side. 12 in total. Jeez. And you have 3 moves. Chaos Degradation. Hits all enemies. Null magic attack at 65 power. Increased damage to targets with Holy Trait. Holy Desire. Light magic attack at 90 power. Reduces light resistance. And increased damage to target with Evil Trait. Your stats are really well balanced. Dark Despair. Dark magic attack, 90 power. Nullifies unfavorable compatibility. Increased damage to targets with Holy Trait. I might keep Varodurumon and fuse Boncholeomon with Darkdramon. Oh. Black War Greymon can fuse with Metal Garurumon. Oh, there's my War Growlmon. I'm so dumb. Okay, my brain is a little fried after all that, so I'm just gonna end the episode here and then toss some people into the farm to get what they need. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future episodes, and remember to leave a like while you're at it. Hope you have a great day. Cue the outro. I'm glad you're feeling better now. Sorry I couldn't go further back in time, though. I could have also saved you from having your soul drained and your castle destroyed. Oh, the castle was like this for as long as I can remember. They say a terrible beast aimed its ire at the castle, but nobody knows why. I frickin' hate castles! Rah!